everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Happy Friday. It is literally my favorite day of the week because y'all know I like to watch a really good TV show or a movie and make a homemade pizza. I have a really good homemade pizza recipe if you like. I could share it with you on the Royal Daily Tea website. Now I do plan to resurrect my website. If you're not aware, I actually have a website, royaldailytea.com, where you can go and check out some blog posts as well as my Amazon store, my merch, a whole bunch of other good stuff will be over there for you to enjoy on my website. But I do plan to put some more blogs and some more stuff in my Amazon storefront. So stay tuned, guys. The Royal Daily Tea website will be resurrected very soon, as well as my other YouTube channel, Royal Daily Tea History and Fashion. I do have a couple of videos that I'm planning to work on, so stay tuned. There will be some brand new videos coming out very, very soon. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royal tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Mike Tindall is heading back to TV, y'all. Mike Tindall, after his huge success on the TV show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, is now going to star on a brand new ITV series called Grand Slammers. Now this is going to be a very interesting show. They're going to team professional rugby players with men behind bars. That's very interesting. They're going to a prison where these professional rugby players are going to train the inmates to be in a rugby match. But the match is going to be very, very exciting as they are going to play against ex-professional rugby players from Australia. Now, the sporting heroes will go to the HMP, the Mount Prison home, to one of the only remaining rugby pitches inside an all-male English prison. There they will attempt to build and train a team of inmates strong enough to compete against the Australians. So ITV described the series as giving a vivid insight into the power of sport to change lives as the English legends open up to inmates about how rugby had a profound impact on them during formative periods and gave them a purpose in life. The number one thing people need in life is hope. Without hope, you have nothing, and I firmly stand behind that. No matter what your circumstances, as long as you have hope, you have a chance to succeed. The finale of the 2 episodes will see the legends play along the inmates they've trained to recreate the historic Rugby World Cup final from 20 years ago, but this time they will team up with expat Australian rugby players. Grand Slammers will explore how channeling their energy into team sport can have a positive effect on the lives of prisoners while lowering their chances of reoffending post-release. This sounds like an amazing and inspiring TV show that hopefully will have a very positive outcome for the inmates. Now I'll keep you posted when I get more information of when this TV series will air. So The Crown has completed their filming of the final season, season 6 of The Crown, in April, and the show is set to be released sometime this year. Now, I like The Crown. I think it's a very well done program. It is historical fiction. It's not 100% accurate. They take facts, they put in creative license, you take it with a grain of salt. But I have learned quite a few things about the royal family and some history. Now, a lot of people I know on my channel hate The Crown. They're offended. I get it, but it really is a good program if you take a step back and just enjoy it for a creative license. Now, a lot of people felt that season 5 of The Crown was very controversial, and of course, the timing was extremely bad. It was released around the time that the Queen had passed away and King Charles was going to be king and Camilla was going to be queen, because season 5 of The Crown dealt with the marriage of King Charles, Princess Diana, and his affair with Camilla. So a lot of people, it brings up a lot of negative feelings. Well, season 6 is going to be even worse. They are dealing with the death of Princess Diana. Now, according to the producers of The Crown, they are going to handle the death and the recreation of Princess Diana's death with sensitivity and thoughtfulness. Now, they're not going to show the actual accident. They're mainly dealing with the aftermath and the impact of Princess Diana's death with the royal family. They are also going to focus on the royal family, which are the current royals, so that makes it a little bit tricky because it's literally the king they're dealing with and his family. They're going to deal with the royals from the 1990s up until the early 2000s, where it's going to showcase the aftermath of Princess Diana's death, the relationship between Prince William and Catherine, and the Prime Minister, Sir Tony Blair. Now, I don't know if they're going to reach real far and get to Harry and Meghan. It is the early 2000s, and Harry and Meghan were the mid to late 2000s. So it is going to be a little bit controversial as you're dealing with the current king and the current Prince of Wales. But again, they said they're going to handle it with sensitivity and care. So what do you guys think about the final season, season 6 of The Crown, that will be debuting later this year? Do you plan to watch the series? Let me know in the comments down below. I can't believe that on September 8th, it will be 1 year since Her Majesty the Queen has passed away. It feels just like yesterday. So much has happened in the past year. Now, on September 8th, the 1-year anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's passing, the Prince and Princess of Wales are going to hold a very special tribute and memorial service honoring her life and legacy. Now, they are going to travel to the south of Wales to St. David's Cathedral, where they're going to host a public memorial. Now, coincidentally, Prince Harry will be arriving in the UK on September 7th, where he is going to attend the Royal Child Award ceremony. No word has come out if Prince Harry will be in attendance for the special memorial service. Now, there's a rumor that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle plan to honor his late grandmother with a very special tribute of their own. I cannot wait for this wonderful slideshow and adoring admiration of a statement that they're going to put out on their Arch Royal Foundation website. Perhaps Meghan Markle will put a picture of herself mocking a curtsy to the Queen. You know, these two shysters from Montecito who have done nothing but cause major pain and anguish to his grandmother for the past 3 years. I'm sure we're all just waited with bated breath to see the wonderful words of adoration that he's going to use and the word salad speech that Meghan Markle is going to put on their website. I mean, at this point, you might as well just stay silent. You know, silence is golden. Nobody wants to see your half-assed memorial to Queen Elizabeth. Just keep your mouth shut. Now, the rest of the royal family will be celebrating the legacy of the late Queen Elizabeth II privately at home in Balmoral Castle. And let's just hope that Meghan and Harry will follow suit and celebrate the legacy of Queen Elizabeth in silence. So hapless, hair plug, homeless Prince Harry is arriving in the UK at a very awkward and somber time. Now, Prince Harry is arriving in the UK on September 7th, the day before the 1-year anniversary of his late grandmother's passing. This is going to be a very somber time for the nation and for his family. Now, the interesting thing is that Prince Harry is going alone. Meghan Markle will not be accompanying her husband, big surprise, for one of the hardest days of Prince Harry's life. You have to realize this is going to be a very somber and hard moment for Prince Harry. He is arriving in his home country without family, friends, country, fanfare, security, or even his safe, soft place to land, Frogmore Cottage. Daddy took it away. He no longer has a home or a place to lay his head. Rumor has it there is a private family dinner that is being held at Windsor Castle and that Prince Harry was not invited. Ouch. Again, literally being treated like a guest and an outsider with his own family. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Meghan Markle is not accompanying her husband. Why? Isn't that your wifely duty to be there for your husband? Now, we do know that Meghan Markle will be joining Prince Harry in Dusseldorf, Germany for the Heart of Invictus Games September 9th through September 16th. However, she will not be there for the beginning of the Invictus Games, nor will she be joining Prince Harry for the Well Child Awards or the one-year anniversary of his late grandmother's passing. But she will be there just in time for the closing ceremonies. I'm sure it's going to be another appearance of her giving a word salad speech. Let's just hope the cringy, overdone PDA and that Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley kiss, hopefully we will be spared from another one of those appearances. I'm really curious to see what the body language is going to be like between Harry and Meghan. Will the claw reappear? Will she be wearing her engagement ring? It is yet to be seen. But the interesting thing is, according to a royal correspondent, he said that Meghan Markle will never step foot in the UK again. This definitely reminds me literally of last year. If you remember, around this time they were in Europe doing that mini royal tour where I believe they were in Germany, I think it was Brussels, where Meghan Markle was giving that weird speech and she was wearing that red suit where she was channeling Wallace Simpson. And they just happened to be in Europe around the time that the Queen passed. And Meghan was pretty much forced to come to the UK for the funeral. Do you guys remember that fake little royal tour they were doing of Europe, where she was wearing those wrinkled, hideous pants that were like 2 sizes too big and that tank top without a bra? Y'all remember that? This is literally a year ago. She's doing the same thing. She's going to Europe, but she's skipping the UK. It's like deja vu all over again. Now, we all know that Meghan Markle knows that she is a very disliked woman in the UK. She really does have no business to be there, but to celebrate the Queen and to be there for her husband would have been a good excuse. She would have been seen as a supportive wife. But nope, Meghan Markle will not be there. I do find it very interesting that she won't be there for the one-year anniversary of the Queen's passing for the Well Child Awards, because she has attended 2 different Well Child Awards in the past, but that she will join him at a later date in Europe. And of course, for the closing ceremony, so she can have her 15 minutes of fame. I just find it very weird that they're always arriving separately. So could this be that they're just, not really together? They're just doing this for business. They're in and out. They're arriving separately. She's not pregnant. They have nannies. She doesn't need to arrive separately. It doesn't make any sense for her to arrive later. So what are you guys' thoughts on Meghan Markle not being there with Prince Harry to help support him at a very difficult and emotional time? And do you believe it's true that Meghan Markle plans to never step foot in the UK again? I do think it is a little suspicious that they're arriving and traveling apart, because this is a very, very long trip. You would think you just want to go together with your husband or with your wife. But I do find it very interesting that every time Prince Harry needs Meghan Markle's support, she is MIA. She doesn't seem to really be supportive of Prince Harry, in my opinion. Now, the interesting thing, of course, is that Prince Harry no longer owns Frogmore Cottage because Daddy took that away. So if he wants to stay in a royal residence, he literally has to get permission. It's like calling them on the phone. 1 ring-a-dingy, 2 ring-a-dingy, 3 ring-a-dingy. Hello, this is Harry. Hi, I gotta say, in Buckingham Palace, gonna be there without Meghan, my mom, without Meghan. I'm gonna be in the palace for 1 day. I need a room. You know what I mean? Calling him up on the phone, letting him know he needs a room for the night. How awkward. He's literally being treated like a guest and an outcast in his country and with his own family. Very, very sad that he is no longer the golden child of the royal family. So I'm sure he might shack up with Princess Eugenie and her husband, or perhaps he'll go to a hotel, but he's going to be there with sans family, sans wife, sans friends, sans fanfare, sans royal security. It's like nothing special. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting to see how he is received in the UK and if he tries to pull any kind of stunt on September 8th, the 1-year anniversary of his grandmother's passing. But what do you guys think about Meghan Markle not accompanying her husband to the UK for the Queen's 1-year anniversary? And do you think them arriving separately is a little weird and suspicious? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.